My parents paid my sister but refused to pay me. Confused, I asked why. My mother scoffed. Your family, so you work for free. My sister smirked as a huge payment notification lit up her screen. Maybe you're just not worth it, she mocked. Without a word, I left. But days later, something unbelievable happened. Hi, Reddit. I'm Naomi, 26F, and this story still makes my jaw clench when I think about it. For context, my family owns a small event planning business. It started as my mom's passion project years ago, but it really took off when my sister Haley, 28F, joined after college. Haley's always been the golden child, the visionary, the glam queen, the one who gets praised for everything from picking napkin colors to uploading Instagram reels. I, on the other hand, was the reliable one. The one who got there early, stayed late, set up chairs, cleaned up trash, ran errands, and put out fires figuratively. And once literally when a candle centerpiece caught a napkin on fire at a wedding. I didn't mind at first. It felt good to help the family. But as time went on, things started to stink. It began with the simple stuff. Haley got a monthly stipend. I didn't. You still live at home, Mom would say. Or you're just helping out, sweetie. She's full-time, but I was full-time. I had quit my retail job 6 months earlier to dedicate myself to the business. No pay, just promises. Once we land more clients, we'll start splitting everything equally. Dad had told me over dinner one night. I believed him. Then came the wedding that changed everything. It was a huge contract, a destination wedding for a couple who found us on Instagram. I coordinated the logistics, negotiated with vendors, managed the guest list, handled the seating chart, and even drove across state lines to pick up emergency linens when the original ones got lost. Haley. She showed up in a designer dress, posed for selfies with the bride, and took credit for the vibe. After the event, I overheard Mom gushing on the phone. Oh, yes. Haley was incredible. She practically ran the whole thing. We're giving her a big bonus. I didn't say anything at first. I just assumed I'd get something, too. Even $200, a dinner, a thank you, something. Instead, the next morning, I saw it with my own eyes. Haley sitting at the kitchen island holding her phone up smugly. $2,500, she said, showing Dad the PayPal notification. Nice, he chuckled. You earned it. I blinked. Wait, you got paid for that wedding? Haley turned to me, eyes narrowed like I just farted during prayer. Mom didn't even look up from her coffee. Well, yes, she's staff. I frowned, but I worked it, too. I worked more than she did. Mom's tone turned sharp. Your family, Naomi. You don't charge your family. That's disgusting. Haley giggled. Maybe you're just not worth it. I wish I could say I exploded or gave a snarky comeback. I didn't. I just stood there stunned, silent, and then without saying a word. I turned around, walked upstairs, packed a duffel bag, and left. I didn't slam the door. I didn't cry. But 5 days later, they did. What happened next? Oh, you won't believe it. After I left, I stayed at a friend's place. Zara, my roommate from college. She didn't even ask for an explanation. Just handed me a spare key, cleared space in her closet, and said, "You're not going back there, right?" I nodded. I didn't tell her what happened right away. I just needed a few days to breathe, to sleep, to not be on call for some last-minute event crisis, but something inside me had shifted. I wasn't angry yet. I was just numb until 2 days later, I got a notification. It was from the shared cloud folder we all used for business files. I still had access and someone probably by mistake had uploaded a scanned letter. I opened it. It was a proposal from a luxury hotel chain. We're interested in working with your company as part of our new in-house wedding planning experience. We'd like to offer a 6-month trial period with paid commissions and bonuses. Based on the work of your recent destination wedding, we believe your team has the polish and professionalism we're looking for. My name wasn't on it, not once. There was a detailed list of who contributed. Haley was credited as lead coordinator. My mom was listed as executive planner. Even Dad, who hadn't lifted a single finger, was labeled operations director. I was nowhere. Nothing. Invisible. But here's the part that lit the fuse. In the attached email thread, Haley had responded to the hotel rep, "Thank you. My sister helps sometimes, but isn't part of the formal team. We like to keep things professional." I stared at that sentence for a long time. Sister helps sometimes. Keep things professional. Like I was some halfwit intern fetching coffee. That's when I felt it not just hurt. Clarity and a surge of something I hadn't felt in months, self-respect. You see, while Haley posted filters and flaunted her fake boss babe aesthetic, I had quietly handled every back-end system in that business. I built the website. I set up the client management software. I managed invoices, analytics, client lists, and feedback reports. I had admin-level access to all of it. And they'd gotten so used to treating me like a doormat, they forgot who laid the floor. So, I did what any undervalued, tech-savvy, quietly fuming younger sibling would do. I downloaded everything, every event file, every vendor contract I had personally negotiated, every glowing review that had come in under my name, and then I opened a blank Google Doc and started typing a letter of my own, but not to them. To the hotel chain. And trust me, the next part, it changed everything. I didn't sleep much after drafting that letter. It wasn't rage that kept me up. It was this weird electric calm. Like, I already knew how this would play out. The hotel's email was right there in the scan letter. I didn't send a rant. I didn't badmouth my family. I simply introduced myself. "Hi, I'm Naomi, the coordinator who managed the logistics, vendor relations, and execution of the wedding referenced in your proposal. I noticed my role wasn't mentioned, but I'd be happy to provide you with detailed breakdowns of the work I handled along with client testimonials in my name. Please let me know if you'd like direct confirmation of my contribution." Within an hour, I got a reply. "Naomi, thank you for reaching out. We'd love to hear more. Can you hop on a call tomorrow?" The next day, I logged in with shaking hands. A panel of 3 hotel execs smiled politely at me. They asked me to walk them through the wedding step by step. I had every receipt, every signed contract, every frantic midnight email from the bride thanking me for saving the rehearsal dinner when the caterer flaked. By the time I finished, one of the execs actually said, "It's very clear who ran the show." Then came the sentence that made my stomach flip. "Naomi, if you're interested, we'd rather work directly with you. We don't want to get in the middle of family disputes, but professionalism matters to us. Would you be open to a separate arrangement?" Separate arrangement. I don't think I blinked for 10 whole seconds. Then I said as calmly as I could, "Yes, absolutely." Meanwhile, back home, I didn't tell my family. Not yet. I let them sit in their bubble, believing Haley had secured the deal. But I knew something they didn't. The hotel contract required weekly progress reports. And those reports now came to my inbox. 2 days later, Haley called me for the first time since I left. Her voice stripped fake sweetness. "Hey, so random question. Do you still have the vendor login? Can't seem to access them." I smiled into the phone. "Oh, those got transferred. I'll handle it." She hesitated. "Transferred to who?" I didn't answer. I just said, "Don't worry about it," and hung up. That weekend, the hotel announced their new partnership on Instagram. The post had my name, my photo, me smiling at a client table. Midlife, a candid shot the photographer had taken months ago, one Haley hadn't bothered to delete from the shared folder. The caption read, "Excited to welcome Naomi, our exclusive event coordinator for the upcoming season. Her attention to detail and professionalism speak for themselves." I didn't even tag my family. I didn't need to. They saw it anyway. And that's when my phone exploded. The Instagram post spread faster than I expected. Friends tagged me. Old clients sent congratulatory messages. Even Zara's mom texted, "So proud of you, sweetie." But the best part, my own family didn't hear it from me. They heard it from their clients. 3 days later, Mom called. "No. Hello. No. How are you? Just Naomi, what the hell is this? Why is your face on the hotel's page? I let her rant. She accused me of stealing contacts, of ruining the family business. I calmly replied, I didn't steal anything. I showed them the work I've been doing all along. They wanted professionalism. They chose me. There was a long silence. Then she snapped. Your family. You don't compete with family. And for the first time in my life, I laughed at her. Funny. You're the one who told me family means working for free. Click. She hung up. The next day, Haley showed up at Zara's apartment uninvited. She was red-faced, trembling, practically spitting words. How dare you go behind our backs? That hotel deal was mine. Do you know how embarrassing it is when clients call me asking why I'm not listed? I crossed my arms. Maybe tell them you're just here for the selfies. Her jaw dropped. I'd never snapped back before. She lunged closer, lowering her voice. You're nothing without us. They'll figure that out soon enough. But I wasn't the same girl who once begged for a thank you. I smiled. We'll see. Then I shut the door in her face. A week later, Dad emailed me. Not called, emailed with his classic passive-aggressive tone. We should all sit down and talk this through. The hotel contract belongs to the family business. It would be best if you signed it over so things don't get messy. I forwarded it to the hotel rep with no comment. 2 hours later, the rep responded directly to him. Our contract is with Naomi alone. Please refrain from further contact regarding this matter. They copied me in. I almost framed that email. Word got around fast in our small town. Clients who had always been skeptical of my family's favoritism reached out privately. Honestly, Naomi, we always knew you were the one keeping things together. Glad you finally got the recognition. Meanwhile, my parents' business started floundering. Without my vendor contacts, their invoices piled up. Without my systems, clients saw how disorganized they really were. Haley's Instagram flair wasn't enough to cover the cracks. Within 2 months, their bookings dried up. Mine doubled. One evening, Mom finally called again. This time, her voice wasn't sharp. It was tired. Naomi, we miss you. Can't you just come back? We're family. I closed my eyes, remembering the sting of her words weeks earlier. Your family, so you work for free. So, I answered softly. You're right. We are family, but family should value each other. You never valued me. Then, I added the one line I'd been saving. And now, Mom, I finally value myself. I hung up. And this time, I didn't cry. Epilogue. The hotel contract blossomed into something bigger. I eventually opened my own agency built on the foundation of respect I never got at home. Haley, last I heard, she's back to posting #BossBabe quotes while working a receptionist job. And my parents, they still send me emails from time to time. I don't respond because the truth is the unbelievable thing that happened wasn't the contract or the money or the collapse of their business. It was me realizing that sometimes walking away is the loudest revenge of all. Comment below. Would you ever forgive them if this were your family? Subscribe to Family Drama Tales for more stories like this because sometimes the best karma writes itself.